How are you today? I hope that you're having a good weekend. Hope that it's sunny where you are, because it is right now here. I haven't gone out yet, but hopefully we'll be able to at some point in the evening. Today I am going to show you some double tapping exercises which are centered around the A minor pentatonic in position 1. So this one. We've had a look at this pentatonic previously, and it's one of the most commonly used ones. So I hope that this won't be too difficult for you. So basically, yes, double tapping. It is where you use your left hand and your right hand, or both of your hands, to tap on the guitar. And so on. It's used a lot in rock and metal, and there's this piece, I've forgotten, which is like a very pretty one by Joe Satriani, and I can't remember its name now. Anyway, that also uses the double tapping technique, although you won't see it used as much in the context of chords with melody altogether. You would most often see somebody play a solo. Let's say, let me just show you in A minor right now, and then or do, and some other double tapping things to maybe take it further. Oftentimes it's used higher on the neck and all that, so this can be moved, for example, up here to C minor. And as long as you're keeping the fret proportions the same, it will still be fine. So yeah, you can move these patterns that I'll be showing you, and you can experiment, and using these frets you can do more patterns on your own. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about it. Anyway, those of you supporting me on buying me a coffee and buying me coffees, thank you for doing so and making this possible. You have access to the tab already. Everybody else will get the tab on Wednesday in the email that I'll be sending out then, and if you don't have it, I'll put it in just a link in below this video so that you can have access to it anyway. But yeah, you don't need the tab for this because it's quite a basic exercise, so you don't really need that, and I think I'll be able to go through the whole of it through the duration of this lesson. To start with, we have the A minor pentatonic, as I said, in position 1. So we'll be hammering on and pulling off with our fretting hand, and the other frets we'll be using is the 12th fret, just with our picking hand. We'll be tapping just on the 12th fret on every string, and that works because these notes, all of them that are on the 12th fret, are a part of the A minor scale. So that's why it works, just to keep it simple with just a 1 fret line. So I think this is a great exercise to get started with that sort of exercise. And also we'll be doing a tap with our left hand, or a hammer-on with our fretting hand, sorry. So this is a hammer-on that happens without having played the string previously. So So the tap with the left hand will be happening when we change the strings, so keep that in mind. And I'll just be holding a pick in my strumming hand, just so that, well, I'm recommending you to hold one as well, so that you are used to doing tapping with a pick in your hand, so that when you're playing something, then you can straight away get into tapping and then get back into playing. Anyway, without further ado, let me get into the actual exercise. So we'll do 5th from the 6th string, going to the 1st string, 5th fret, 8th fret, 12th with the right hand, with the strumming hand. Then 5, 7, 12, 5, 7, 12, 5, 7, 12, 5, 8, 12, 5, 8, 12. And then we'll just do pull off with our strumming hand to the 5th fret to end it off. So it's like this. And with the metronome, at well, the full speed is 72. Let me see what I roughly played at now. Yeah, around 60, 66. So let's do it 60 first, so that we can do it slowly. That's what I intended to do, so I'm glad I didn't rush. The rhythm is of triplets, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right, like this. So 3 notes per beat. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another thing, when doing that sort of tapping, I recommend not straight away lifting your fingers off of the strings, but lifting them slightly as to mute the string so that you don't get these noises, right? Right, if I'm just lifting my fingers, then the strings stick a little bit to my fingers, even though my hands are quite cold right now, they're not sweaty at all, but they still stick to my fingers, and just lifting it up, especially with distortion, will create unwanted sounds. So lift them slightly to mute the string, and then lift them for the next, whenever you next need that finger. So let's do this exercise now at 66 as well. 2, 3, 4. And let's do it now at 72. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. That's the first pattern. And the other patterns are also just around these frets, really. So just to get you used to also the pull-offs with the strumming hand and all that. So let's try it at 60 first, and let me first actually show it to you. So it's the same thing, the same frets, same rhythm with triplets. We're just going to go first tap with our picking hand, then pull off, and we pull off by kind of creating a circular motion like this with our picking hand, so it's not just a lift. You actually need to plug the string to create the sound, right? So it's 12th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret pull off, 12th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret, 12, 7, 5, 12, 7, 5, 12, 7, 5, 12, 7, up, 12, 8, 5, 5. Let's do it with the triplet rhythm at 60. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do that now at 66 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 72. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I hope that's helpful, and then you can play it again and again at the speeds which are good for you, or slower speeds than what I've shown as well. Just make sure that you're comfortable playing it before moving on. Now, the next exercise, we're going to be doing the same frets again, but this time we'll be doing pull-offs from the 6th towards the 1st string. So we'll go 12, 12, 8, 5, 12, 7, 5, 12, 7, 5, 12, 7, 5, 12, 8, 5, 12, 8, 5, 5. Okay, so let's do that with the metronome at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and let's try also 66. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and let's do that at 72 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and also while moving up, try to have your picking hand go on top of the strings to mute. That will also be helpful for your technique and being able to play solos with this so that they sound clean. Last exercise, again, same frets, but now we're going to go with hammer-ons from the 1st to the 6th string. So 5, 8, 12, 5, 8, 12, 5, 7, 12, 5, 7, 12, 5, 7, 12, 5, 8, 12, and a pull off to finish on the 5th fret. And I'm always finishing on the 5th fret because that's our root, that's our A note. So it kind of gives it a nice finished off sound, but you don't need to do that when you're actually playing solos, of course, and using patterns like that, you don't need to finish on the root. So let's try that exercise at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can add vibrato or not, whatever you prefer personally. Okay, now let's do that at 66. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and lastly, let's do that at 72. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's the most basic exercises to get you started with tapping. So let me know if you have any questions about this. You can, of course, go faster, and then you can make variations using these this same pattern of frets. So, for example, you could do so starting from the right hand tapping, and then alternating 5th fret, 8th fret. So tapping, basically tapping with the right hand and hammering on with the left hand. And that's a very quick way to a very easy way to get some fast licks in there. Because then you don't really need to synchronize too much between the left and the right hand, as in when you're actually playing with both hands, as in picking notes and all that, you need to be synchronizing very well in what your left and right hand are doing. Whereas if you're doing this, it's a little bit easier to synchronize, because then you're doing the one rhythm with the right hand and the different rhythm with the left hand. And they're alternating, as opposed to having to do two motions at the same time, as in to pick and move a finger. You just need to hammer on with one hand and the other hand. So you can practice that. So 12th fret, 5th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret. So your first finger just stays in place. And then the same thing on the 2nd string. Same thing, but 12, 5, 7, 5 now. As in, after all, we are following the A minor pentatonic. And same thing on the 4th string. And same thing on the 5th string. and on the 6th string is the same as the 1st and the 2nd string. I hope you found this useful. I guess that's gonna be it for today, really. And I hope that you were able to get started with your tapping this way. I recommend you use some gain to start with so that you sort of can hear what you're doing. But as soon as you feel comfortable in performing the motions and that you're pressing where you need to be, take the gain away so that you can be sure that you are actually indeed pressing hard enough, because otherwise the gain of course helps in that way that you don't really need to be pressing hard enough and you don't need to be hammering on too hard, really, because the gain helps capture more sound. So try it out cleanly as well when you're happy with your gain sound, and then get back into gain as well, because you might have now added some noise without realizing. So yeah, and of course with medium gain and all that, so that you can have clean playing no matter what sound you're using, so that you can solo with high gain or mid gain depending on the songs and use the tapping technique, or like the song that I showed you in the beginning, the Joe Satriani one, you can do that cleanly. That's I think that should be able to get you started on double tapping, to be honest. Let me know if you want me to cover something, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you then. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye!